Are you a cinema goer? Do you go to the
I
movies?
love the cinema.
Oh,
I love it.
perfect.
But I just love it because of the popcorn.
Oh, well,
Yeah, I know.
that's freshly for you, actually.
This is my favorite part.
Paula Badosa, welcome to
Thank you.
Cinema Sessions.
Thank you. Oh, that's me last year.
What's the vibe for you each year when you come back to Australia?
Good weather, nice fans, nice conditions. As we say, the happy slum, I guess, no?
Yeah.
It's nice to come back. It's a nice feeling.
Is it like a back-to-school vibe for the players, too?
It is a bit. We see each other again. We're like also excited, fresh start. We're all like, I think also analyzing each other, how are they playing, if they change a bit their game. So it's a little bit, yeah, like coming back to school and seeing how everyone is.
Just a couple years. Oh, this
Wow,
is...
2020.
Oh. Yeah, nice memory.
Yeah, I remember this match. It was my first Grand Slam win. This was second round.
Yep.
And it was my first time playing in Rod Laver.
No way.
And I knew Petra was defending the final there, so I was quite nervous.
What's the feeling for you walking on a big stadium like that for the first time?
For the first time, I was really, really nervous. And now I remember calling my family because I was very young there. Like, wow, I'll be on TV. You can watch me now for the first time. Now it's completely different. It has changed over the years. But in that moment, I was really, really excited. I think my level was pretty good that match. Mm-hmm. Because also the beginning I was nervous, but then I started to play my game, and yeah, I was dangerous
going to the net.
Yeah, aggressive there. I had a lot of chances. I remember 7-5, 7-5.
And Petra is always so unforgiving, right?
Yeah, she's one of the best. She has been one of the best in our sport.
What a pickup! When you look at how things have changed for you in 4 or 5 years, does this feel like the same Paula?
No, of course not. So many things I've been through after that, and I achieved after that. So I mean, I think in my case everything has been really fast. From maybe that year to 2 years after being one of the seeded. Yeah, one of the seeded, one of the favorites maybe in that moment. So yeah, it was really a really big change for me.
What was it like to play? You mentioned Rod Laver Arena, but
Margaret.
To play, yeah, and this is against an Australian, against Isla.
Look, it was really fun, and I was expecting maybe to have I knew she had a lot of fans there because she's been playing for so many years and people love her here. But I felt like I was so many people were supporting me. I was surprised in that match, and I really enjoyed it. And it was tough because I remember coming from Sydney there and winning the tournament. I was with a lot of confidence, but that match was tough. I mean, she's a great player, and she always makes. We always had tough battles.
What was the change like? Because you had such a standout 2021, getting to the Indian Wells final, winning Indian Wells, and then coming off of that 8 next to your name. It shifts everything. How did you deal with those pressures?
Yeah, it was really, really fast because I remember starting the year in 21 and I was here locked for COVID. So imagine, I started the year being maybe ranked 70, 80 in the world, and finishing in the WTA finals for me was an extreme change. I was never expecting something that fast and that big for me. Dealing with the pressure the next year was tough, even though I maintained myself and I finished 10 in the world, 11 in the world, but it was very tough because I was a target after that, and seeing playing that matches with pressure, with expectations, people waiting for me to win every match was tough for me, but I think I managed it the best way possible. And still, I was really happy of being one of the best players in the world because that's why I play tennis for.
Yes.
This one was a tough one also.
Yeah,
Marta.
what do you remember here?
Yeah. It was a good battle, third set. She's a great talent also.
You guys are in matching kits.
Yeah.
It's nice to see too, you guys are
Yeah, it was nice because after a battle like this, it's always tough to react like this, like she reacted. So it was a beautiful moment.
How have you navigated the last couple of years? You've had the injury challenges, I know, but you've fought through it. You're back inside the top 20. How has that challenged you as a person?
In so many ways, and I mean, of course, I have to say that me being emotional with my reactions always.
Never.
You can see everything I feel, I express it.
We like it.
Yeah. But yeah, dealing with the back wasn't easy. Seeing myself being on the tour for so many years and suddenly having to stop to do a sport that I really love, and was very tough for me because I really missed it. But I think it was even tougher to me when I came back at the beginning of the year, this part of the year, the first months of last year, because I wasn't where I wanted to be, and my level wasn't where I expected, because a comeback is always tough, and especially when it's your back, so maybe you cannot move that well, and you're seeing all these players that you were with them on the top, and you're like so far away in that moment. So for me, mentally, it was very tough to accept, very tough to deal with. But yeah, I think I kept fighting. I kept believing that I could be there again, and I think that strain gave me like the self-belief that I needed, especially in middle part of last year and the end of the season, and I think that's why I finished so well.
Yeah. Also, I feel like it deserves a popcorn cheers. That I mean, the way that you fought back through those injuries, it's been amazing to see.
It was tough, but yeah, I think it's also part of my personality. I never stopped fighting, so I think that had a small reward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I can ask you about Steph and your relationship off the court and what it's meant to have someone who, it seems like you guys understand so much of what each other's going through.
Yeah, I mean, that's for sure, 100%. We understand each other. It's never easy. He's been there when I maybe wasn't on my best moment. I've been there when he hasn't been his best moment. Also, he's a guy that he expressed himself a lot with the face, so I can maybe imagine what he feels. I'm the same, so I think we help each other. Also, maybe having advice from someone that has been and is so good on what he does, and it's also inspiring. And sometimes I ask him, even myself, questions, like what will you do in this moment, because you've been in slam finals, you've been in so many amazing, you achieved so much, so I want to know about how would you deal in that moment, and he does the same with me, so I think helping each other and understanding each other, I think it helps us in our life.
We saw some mixed doubles at the U.S. Open.
You're putting all these pictures and I cannot even focus,
No, it's okay. That's what the cinema is about. You guys seem to have a lot of fun together too, right?
That's in New York.
Are we going to see any Steph and Paula mixed doubles in 2025?
Maybe. It's honestly, when we do it, it's just a little bit last moment, because also, I think we have our singles, like our main goal are the singles, but of course, sometimes when we feel the moment, or when we're maybe physically we're fresh, we're like, okay, let's go and let's play, let's have some fun together, because it's something unique. But for now, look, if I would lie if I say no, if I would lie, I would say yes. Here in Australia, we're starting the year, so we're maybe a little bit more focused on ourselves, but why not in the next slams?
Yeah. You can tell the fans there, it's a maybe.
It's a maybe.
It's a maybe, guys. All right, grab your popcorn. Thank you for visiting us.
Thank you so much.
Here's to many more Australian summers for
and
you.
Popcorn.
And popcorn.